So it looks like the torch has been passed. Uh-oh. Stream's up twice. 3 times. Uh-oh. Alright. I wasn't expecting to have to get on so soon. So now I gotta get everything set up. Where is... There it is. It's a pretty good game. Alright. Controller's plugged in. Where's the video game? Where is... There we go. So this time I can finally change the button prompts. There we go. Save and launch. And we should be good. It's not full screen. Alright. Gotta relaunch it. Don't know why that changed. Alright. There we go. Now we're ready. Alright, where we left off, we're about to board the train to go on our field test. Whatever it's called. To the train. Do I have money? Ooh, barely. Because I'm thinking about... Okay, I'm on Dragon Quest 11 buttons, so I'm getting everything mixed up. Alright. Ooh, I don't want to talk. I'm just here to purchase. Alright, so I gotta ask it. How does everything sound? I don't have enough money for any of this. No game audio. Oh, yep. I know what the issue is. Alright, how about now? Yeah, I'm not done shopping yet. Ooh, maybe I am done shopping. Here's the train station. Gotta get my speaking voice ready to read these lines. Alright. Are you all preparing to leave as well? Morning. Good morning. You're all good to go then. Yes, Parma's quite a distance from here. We're not likely to arrive before evening. Considering its relative location, that seems to be an accurate estimate. I guess it is the southernmost town in Erebonia. It took me a long time to read southernmost. Makes you realize just how big the empire is. But they're still at it, huh? Have they really been like this the entire time? I'm afraid so. I think we may have underestimated how deeply rooted their differences are. I'm sick of them already. If only they're as willing to put aside their differences as Reen and Alyssa. Oh, now that you mention it, I guess you were fine. Hey, what's up with the difference in font sizes? It's not like we were getting along poorly. Besides, we haven't known each other long enough to call it a makeup. That's good news, Reen. Look how supportive Gaius is. Well done. Thanks, I guess. Why does everyone have to keep making such a big deal out of it? Passenger service bound for Heimdallr, now arriving at platform 2. We ask that all customers utilizing this service please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Gaius is the MC. Time to go, says Machius. Well, best of luck. Just hoping you don't need it. Getting those two to work together sure doesn't seem like it'll be an easy task. We'll do what we can. Good luck to all of you. Please take care. You know what'd be great? If I controlled the group that wasn't Reen. It's our first field study. Show them what we're made of. Heh, of course. Later. I wonder if they'll be okay. Well, as long as Emma and Gaius are with them, things shouldn't get too out of hand. Now, Fee, I have absolutely no idea what to expect from her. She doesn't really seem like the type to cause a ruckus, at least. I'm concerned for them as well, but I believe we should be focusing on our own trials right now. Trials? More like trails. Of cold steel. You're right. Let's go buy our tickets. I'd like 4 tickets, please. Destination is Seldick. Yeah, that's right. Guess they're ready and waiting for us. I suspect Instructor Sarah made considerable preparations on our behalf. Sure looks that way, not that I'm complaining. Laura talks like a robot. The train for Seldick will be departing from Platform 1. It's not new just yet, but you can buy your tickets in advance if you'd like and wait for its arrival. Yeah, I'll buy the tickets. I'll have those tickets ready for you in a moment. Alright. I'm gonna assume this is our first major gameplay segment. But you never know, honestly. What's your next title? So it's about an hour to Seldick from here, right? Yes, I believe so. I had to change trains there when I originally came to Trista. Oh Right, you're from Legrum. That would be in the direction of Bereahard after changing against Seldic, right? I need a map. I really need a map. I don't know where anything is. Everybody keeps naming the, like, places, and I really need to know where they're talking about. That's correct. After which point it'd be necessary to switch again at Bereahard, situated in a very remote part of the country. Haha, well you could say the same for where I'm from, too. As I understand it, Seldic's mostly known as a merchant town, right? Yeah, that's been their main source of tourism for some time, mostly thanks to the Grand Market. It couldn't hurt to go over what we know about the town before we got there. As Elias stated, Seldic is a market town at its core. It's the eastern province of Cruzen, and it's been a major trading hub for a very long time. It's also a major interchange station connecting Heimdallr with Bereahard and even Crossbell. The area itself is known for having a large number of granaries. Though this has, of course, been overshadowed in recent years by the aforementioned Grand Market. Virtually anything that can be procured there, from farm produce, jewels, and Bereahard furs to imported goods from afar. That does sound awfully impressive. I'm kind of looking forward to this now. I'd be too, if I knew we'd actually have a chance to take in the sights. But there's no telling what kind of crazy thing Instructor Sarah has planned for us. Boy, isn't that the truth. I can't even hazard a guess as to what this field study might involve. Being a part of our curriculum, though, it's a safe bet to assume it won't be easy. If it were, it would hardly be worth the trip. Personally, I'm looking forward to learning the true nature of our excursion. I suppose that's a good way to look at it. Well, we'll find our answer when we get there. We're supposed to drop by in the inn as soon as you arrive. There should be an envelope waiting for us there with details on our mission. Yeah, that's right. Still, this whole trip seems eerily well planned out, don't you think? Even the station employees knew we were coming. That just goes to show how high the Academy's expectations are for all of you. Oh, Sarah's here. Whoa! Instructor. I was wondering why you were nowhere to be seen this morning. Looks like Group A is all present and accounted for. Good, good. I'm relieved to see the two of you have finally managed to make up. You say that as if it's old news. Have you been spying on this whole time? Ah ha 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 ha. So, what brings you here, Instructor? I thought you were planning on staying back at the Academy. Well, considering this is your first time out in the field, I assumed you'd be positively lost without me. So I decided to stick around at least until you finish checking in at the inn. Well, thanks, I guess, but I think Group B could have used your help a little more. Would it not have been better for you to accompany the others? Ah, but they'd have been a nightmare to deal with. I may still have to go to them, though, if those two get out of control. Oh, okay. I may still have to go to them, though, if those two get out of control. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. See? She knew full well that Useless and Machias wouldn't get along, but put them in the same group anyway. I didn't suspect as much, but it's hard to believe she'd confirm it so nonchalantly. Anyway, don't pay me any mind. You four feel free to keep talking. I didn't get any sleep last night, so I'm just gonna take a little nap right here. What? She's asleep already? Incredible. I don't think I've ever seen someone less inclined to be an educator than her. Maybe we're better off just letting her sleep. I should probably wake her up when we get to Seldic, though. Or don't. Hey, what's going on, Laura? What's up? What's up, Laura? I do wonder what precisely these field study trips will involve. I can't even fathom a guess. Likewise, the weirdest part for me is the divide between Group A and Group B. Why were we split up and sent to different places? And bizarrely of all, why were Machias and Useless placed in the same group? It's like they were asking for trouble. It does seem quite illogical. I can only assume that there's a hidden purpose to these trips beyond what we've been told. Perhaps multiple purposes, requiring multiple groups to fulfill. Yeah, that's my best guess too. Yeah, sure, Reen. There has to be something going on behind the scenes here. So I wanted to ask Instructor Sarah a few more questions, but, well... I don't think she'll be doing much answering. Perhaps she fell asleep deliberately to avoid addressing such concerns. Our instructor is quite the formidable opponent. Sorry, I was letting a super loud car pass by. That's one way to describe her. Guess we're just gonna have to work out the meaning of these field studies on our own. When I came to the academy, I never thought I'd find myself visiting the grand market of Seldic as part of my studies. I've read about it before, but this will be my first time seeing the place in person. Oh, really? Well, field study or no, then I guess it's still something to look forward to. Is there anything in particular you're hoping to see there? The gems and furs from Berehard, maybe. They say some of the highest quality goods produced by Berehard's artisans are sold at the grand market. That sounds like it'd be worth seeing for sure, though somehow I doubt we'll be able to afford anything there. Still, if we get a chance, we should go check it out together while we're in town. Heh, that sounds like fun. Alright, Elliot. Hey, almost forgot I had these. I just picked them up on a whim a little while ago. Oh boy, we're gonna play cards. Oh boy. I just got a set of my own from the pawn shop in Trista. Really? That's perfect then. How about we play a few hands? Seems like we've got some time to kill before we arrive. Do you know the rules? Yeah, they're not that complicated, so I don't think anyone here will have any trouble picking it up. Sounds like a good way to pass the time to me. Indeed, it seems like it could be an enjoyable diversion. Alright, let's give it a try then. Alright, when traveling by train, you can play the card game Blade with other members of your group to strengthen your bonds with them. Only the first match with each character will increase your bond with that person, but this will occur whether you win or lose. Alright, well, it's time to play Blade. Hey, Laura! You want to,
Let us begin our duel.
You want to play cards?
Please draw a card. The first move is yours. We're evenly matched. Let's redraw. The first move is yours.
I thought they would have, like, walked me through. Was there a read Blade instruction, section 6?
Divine Bolt.
Oh. 7?
Divine Bolt.
Oh.
Well played.
Yeah, I didn't think there was.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Divine Bolt.
How many of those does she have?
I didn't expect that. We're evenly matched. Let's redraw.
Alright.
Then I'll make the first move.
Okay. Laura.
An excellent duel.
Okay, well, so when does it stop? Alright. Elliot. Oh wait, there was a check rules. Ah, I'm stupid.
Okay then, let's draw. Well, looks like I'm up first. I didn't see that coming. Mirror.
Bruh.
I didn't see that coming. Mirror. I didn't see that coming. I paused.
Yeah, I did it. Okay. I don't need to read the instructions. I know how to play. Oh, that's right. Oh, you're talking to the future Blade Grandmaster. Alright, Alyssa.
Let's get started.
You ready for this?
Come on, draw a card. After you, then.
Okay. That was my neck. I needed to,
Oh, same score? We better draw again.
needed to crack it. What can I say?
Oh, same score? We better draw again.
It's feeling a little tight in the neck region. I'm all limber now. I got like a full
Looks like I'm going
180-degree range of motion. Alright, and now we're just gonna...
Mirror. Now you've done it. Now you've done it. Now you've done it. Now you've
Oh,
done
I should have played the 2 so we could...
it. Mirror.
Oh, wait, that's fine. That's fine.
Now you've done it. One more game.
Look at that. Like I said, Blades Grandmaster. Easiest game I've ever played. Alright, no more talking. It's time to get to work. Wow. It's beautiful. What a spectacular view. The rye planted last fall seems to have seems almost ready for harvesting. Now I thought rye could only be harvested in the fall. Well, the soil in this area is supposed to be extra fertile due to the warmer climate, so things are a little different here. The view is really amazing though. It looks like something out of a painting.
The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This transcontinental train is bound for Crossbow. The next stop is Celtic. Celtic.
Oh, it's pronounced Celtic, not Celtic. Whoops.
Passengers traveling to Bereahard, please change trains at this stop.
Alright, well this is map-ish. I need it more zoomed out though. I need to get a good scope. I need a scale.
Wow, so this is Celtic. It seems like a really relaxing little town, though there are a lot more people here than I expected.
I imagine they've come for the grand market. Even merchants
Wasn't
from other
that
countries
grand.
regularly come to see it.
Sounds like this place is as popular with the tourists as the capital then, but for a whole different set of reasons.
Celdic's also widely renowned for their local beer, which they make using rye. But you're all still minors, so I'm the only one here who gets to drink it.
Are you trying to make us jealous?
We don't really care, you know.
Anyway, let me show you to the inn.
Quick shout out to Sarah's 2 belts.
It's, right over there.
And only one of them is fastened.
Let's go.
hadn't expected to see the Purple Lightning herself in such a quaint little town.
His voice actor sounds familiar.
And the chicks with her seem like an interesting lot, too.
Ew.
No time for that now. I have more pressing matters to attend to.
Oh, I have more pressing matters to attend to. Oh my. Oh dear. Oh, it's approaching that time of day. I must attend to my matters. Oh. Hey there, Margot. Well, if it isn't Sarah, what are you doing here? I knew the kids were coming, but I didn't think you'd be coming with them. I just figured I'd help them get settled in before I left. And here they are, my lovely students. Well now, aren't they a youthful looking bunch? It's a pleasure to meet you. We're first year student from Thor's Military Academy, Class 7. I'm Reen. Okay. What did she expect from a group of high schoolers? I mean, I would assume high schoolers are youthful. I'm Elisa. Thanks for putting us up. The pleasure's all mine, I assure you. I'm Margot, the owner of this humble establishment. Sarah here is taking care of all of your arrangements. Come, I'll show you to your room. Thank you, ma'am. Much obliged. I'll leave it to you then. I feel like I should be doing different voices for the characters. Louise, can I get some beer and snacks? I'll bring them right over. Did you know it's not even noon though, right? What are you talking about? According to my phone, it is 4:22. This is the room you're all going to be staying in tonight. Wait, we're all... Yeah, this is... More than enough space for our needs, thank you very much. But there are 4 beds, which means... Are you suggesting that we sleep in the same room as the boys? I had my doubts about that too, but Sarah insisted, so that was that. I broke the beds into groups of 2 to make things less awkward, but that was about the best I could manage. This is gonna be a problem. I don't have a problem with it personally, but I can't imagine the girls will be quite as accepting. Elisa, I don't believe we have a choice here. We are military students. We mustn't allow the prospect of mixed gendered accommodations to faze us. I know that, but in the army, women share rooms with men. It's a fact of life, born of necessity. You will need to adjust to this reality sooner or later, and this does seem a perfect opportunity. Okay, I get it. But if either of you comes anywhere near our beds, I wouldn't dream of it. Likewise. I wasn't talking about you, Elliot. I was referring to a certain someone who has already a history of this kind of thing. Maybe if we chain Reen to the bed. I thought she'd gotten over that. Ha ha ha, I guess not. Boy howdy, Elliot's dialogue is just... amazing. Yeah, I thought they were cool too, Jack. I thought we got over this. Anyway, now that your room's all sorted, let me give you this. A field study envelope. Does this contain the details of our assignment here? That's what I've been told, yes. Well, if you need anything during your stay, you just let me know. For now, I'll leave you to get settled in. Think those bottles are full? Alright, shall we have a look inside? Yeah. Let's see what we got. Field study day 1. Assigned tasks. It's just, okay, alright. East Celtic Highway Monster. A dangerous monster has appeared near the highway and is making it very difficult for us to harvest our crops. Could somebody please help? Monster. Scary dinosaur. Location, a plateau near Celtic Highway. My house is alongside the East Celtic Highway, so please stop by if you can. Spyro the Dragon. I need someone to replace a malfunctioning orbit light and a road lamp for me. For more details, see me at Odvin's Arms and Orbital Factory. Samus. I've run out of some of the ingredients I need to make a particular medicine. I would very much appreciate it if someone could procure more for me. Please speak with me in the church for further details. Father's Gerbil. Alright, sounds pretty easy. Is defined as a... Okay. They made up their own, like, unit of measurement. I don't know how long that is. So this is our field study. It looks just like a list of menial tasks to me. There's a monster elimination request at least, but that's the most we have. I see. So that's her angle. Excuse me? Did you figure something out? Oh no, it's nothing. We should go and talk this over with Instructor Sarah. She probably stuck around specifically to answer any questions we might have. You may be right. And while we were at it, we can grill her about this communal room she signed us up for too. Guess that's all in here. Alright. You know what? Just because it lets me save at any time, we're gonna save. Alright, Sarah, what's your beef?
Nothing hits the spot quite like a cold beer.
She looks like she's having the time of her life.
How many pints has she downed already? It's not even new.
Oh, you kids are still here? I'll just be hanging back and enjoying myself. So go on ahead and get started. Don't mind me.
We have questions for you, though. What's with these field study tasks?
I'm glad they're not as difficult as I was expecting, but they're just so...
Well, it makes sense you'd have some doubts. You only need to do the ones it says are required, though. Feel free to just ignore the rest if you want. I don't care. It's up to you how much or how little you want to do.
Stop being so irresponsible and...
Wait. These kinds of decisions are as much a part of our field study as the tasks themselves.
Oh, what?
What do you mean?
You have 2 days. Trista isn't far from here, so you'll be returning to the academy tomorrow evening. Until then, you can spend your time here however the four of you see fit. Every decision rests on your shoulders. I won't be forcing you to do a thing.
Alright. Well. Okay, so what's up? You have this look in your eyes like you've pieced something together. Well, does this relate in some way to our free day this past week? Specifically your activities during that time? Oh, yeah, now that you mention it. Exactly. I spent this past free day doing various tasks on behalf of the student council, and while one of them did involve going back into the old schoolhouse, the rest were just simple requests from assistance for assistance from the locals. In other words, exactly the sort of thing we've been asked to do here. And by the time I'd taken care of everything, I felt like I'd learned a lot about Trista and the academy, so I think we've been given similar tasks here for a similar reason. That would definitely make sense. I mean, all I know about Keldic is what I've read. There's probably a lot here we can learn by actually coming here and helping people out like this. Indeed, the land of Erebonia is quite vast. This may be an invaluable opportunity to gather local knowledge of a place we may otherwise never have visited. Yeah, exactly. So whatever various and sundry things Instructor Sarah may have planned for us, I say we just work our way down the list while immersing ourselves in Celtic culture, taking in as much as we can. Sounds good to me. Count me in. I mean, you didn't get a choice in this. This actually sounds pretty exciting when you put it that way. Shall we depart then? During field study periods, the party is assigned a variety of tasks to complete, much like on Reen's free days. Details of these tasks can be confirmed via the quest tabs of the notebook. When all tasks with the required mark have been completed, the story will advance. Note, however, that any quest listed with a short time limit will become invalid when this happens. Well, we're gonna do the... Forgot the buttons already.
My turn?
Of course.
Here we go.
Alright. So, we're gonna do the not required one first. That's at the church. Hello? Oh. Oh, I see. We travel around like this. Very interesting. There's a fly buzzing around my room. Wow, look at all the people here. Yeah, it really is bustling. I don't like this song. I guess this reason people come from all over to visit. Look over there, there's even someone performing. Ah ha ha, I can see myself spending hours here. I see no harm in taking this opportunity to shop as long as it's done in the process of completing our field study tasks. Haha, yeah, it'd be a waste not to see what this town has to offer. We'll just have to make sure not to get carried away. I don't have any money. I got like 400 money. Anyways, still can't remember the buttons. At the church. What do you think the church is?
Wow, check out all these stalls.
Didn't know if you could interact with those. Alright. Yeah. Where is the church?
All these windmills sure make the town feel pretty laid back.
True. This scenery is surprisingly relaxing.
I don't like those Furby looking guys. This must be the farm that put out the monster extermination request. Oh, I'm not ready for this. Cause I don't want to do all the required stuff and then miss out on the not required thing. Oh, a button doesn't even bring up the movement options anymore. We'll be back. I'll do this later. Nah, church isn't over there. Alright, so were we at west or east just then? We were at east, so we need to go west. Uh-oh. Who might you be? I don't recall seeing any of you around here before. Do you have some sort of identification? Soldiers. Wait, I think I recognize those uniforms. We're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're currently visiting Keldic as part of a field study. Thor's? You mean the Thor's? Now that you mention it, I do recognize the emblem. My apologies for any rudeness. We're members of the Cruisin' Provincial Army. Our main duty here is to keep peace in Keldic. The Provincial Army isn't that. They're military forces operated by the ruling lord of each province, charged with maintaining security. They function as a secondary unit separate from the formal Imperial Army. I've never heard of any field study program at Thor's. Seems a little early in the year for something like that. But many graduates of your academy currently serve in our ranks, so you be sure to uphold the academy's good name. Don't do anything you shouldn't. Thank you very much. We'll be sure not to let you down. I'm glad to hear it. Take care now and keep your noses clean. We will. This concludes our patrol. Back to the guardhouse, men. Yes, sir. He was scary. If they're the Cruisin' Provincial Army, doesn't that mean they're ruled by... Yeah, Useless's family, the Alberets. Celtic is in the northern part of their territory, after all. I think it would be best for us to keep out of their way. We should return to the task at hand.
This would be a really tranquil area, if not for the monsters.
Yeah, let's be careful.
Where do y'all think the church is? I feel stupid not knowing where this church is. Would it just be in the market? Do we know? That dog's not gonna let us pass, is he? Yeah, I'm looking for buildings that look like a church. It looks like we're not getting past here while that thing's around. I don't think it'll go down without a fight. No doubt, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to let us sneak up from behind. It does pose a problem then. We'll have no choice but to overwhelm it with sheer force. Lore is able to use an S-craft, which is more powerful sort of craft. S-craft require over 100 craft points and can be used at any time, irrespective of battle order, by consuming all the user's remaining craft points. Alright.
Come on then.
Oh, what? I guess we're fighting 6 different dogs. S-Crass, okay. Okay. In battle, you can... It isn't their turn. Oh, okay.
Go!
Yeah, I need a... Alright. There. Yeah. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Do it. Do it.
Behold, my most powerful strike! Radiant blade dance!
Yeah. Laura sure showed them.
There!
It's my turn.
There we go. Alright, I understand now.
Right.
Ha!
My turn! There!
I can do this.
Keep it up, everyone!
My turn! Huh? Gah!
I can do this. Fire!
Go! Sit! Here we go! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Alright. That was easy.
I did it!
Yeah, good job, Green. Cool. Amazing. Laura is the strongest student in our year, huh? Our side style combat is even more impressive in person than I'd imagine. Heh, I appreciate the compliment, but I still have a long way to go before I'm fully proficient in this technique. I'm also fully confident the rest of you are fully capable of... What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. We still have much work to do. Come, we should be moving on. Heh, you're right. Okay. S-crafts are special crafts which deal immense damage. This 100 amplified S-crafts instantly. Is the right time interrupting him is stealing AT bonus? Okay. Yeah. They're not kibble if I'm balanced, so this is also true on critical turns, so determining a different point in the story. Alright. That makes sense. Well, that's a nature park. Nature parks aren't known for their churches. That just looks like a house. Like, that's just like a barn in a house. Maybe it is in the market, and I just completely missed it. Because it doesn't say, like, in the thing. All it says is, go to the church. At least these tell me where to go. Yep, there it is. There's the chapel, right there. Ooh, not that. Not the train station. Yep, that looks like a church to me. Sup, Father? Excuse me, are you Father Gerbil? That's correct. And you'd be, oh, I see, you must be the students helping with my request. That's us. We came from Thor's military academy. I suspected as much. Thank you for taking the time to come and speak with me. I'd like to request that you collect the ingredients I need to make some medicine. You have the time to do the request? Yeah, I'll do it. We're ready to help. My thanks. Can I ask what sort of medicine these ingredients will be used for? It's essentially medicine to deal with the common cold by strengthening the body's immune system. Many people tend to catch it during the spring and fall when the temperature switches between hot and cold, you see. This is why I ended up running out of it in the first place. Yeah, that makes sense. I've had to rely on the church for medicine a bunch of times too. Definitely made my life easier, haha. Agreed, we owe much of the vast amount of medical knowledge the church possesses. We really do, especially since modern pharmaceuticals still can't compare to it. You students certainly know your stuff. But getting back to the matter at hand, there are two ingredients I want you to collect for me. The first is a medicinal plant known as a bear claw, which grows in humid places. It's not common to find them growing in Keldic, but you can still get them at the Grand Market. There's a drugstore ran by a man named Flint. Tell him that I sent you. The other ingredients I need is imperial carrots. You can get these from a farmer named Paul, who lives in a farmhouse. Hey, I think that was the farmhouse we saw. That should be it. Alright. Later, Father. Alright, so we go to the drugstore, get the bear stuff, and then grab some carrots. Easy. Ah, it's even marked on the map. This is as fast as Reen moves. I can make him walk, but I'm definitely not going to do that. Flint, how you doing? Welcome. Anything specific you're looking for? This must be the store that Father Zerbal mentioned. We're here on behalf of Father Zerbal. He came here to collect the bear claw from you. Oh, is that so? Here you go then. I'm expecting... I'm just imagining like the pastry. I'm surprised at how thorny this is, considering it's a medicinal herb. Its resemblance to a bear's claw is where it gets its name from, after all. Unrelated, but my supply of them happens to come from Liberal. They were flown here into Heimdallr, where I had to have them sent along by train. Wow, really? Guess it goes to show how much of a big deal this market is. Yeah, there really is a bunch of unusual stuff here. The market's popularity is well justified. Well then, we should make our way back to the farmhouse on the Western Highway next. Yeah, let's get this over quickly. Alright, I remember where the farmhouse is. Oh, we can run! Never mind. he's going so fast. Is this it? Aha!
Is this a farmhouse?
Is this a farmhouse? Give me your carrots. Excuse me, would you happen to be Paul? Thanks for the carrots, Paul. We're students from Thor's Military Academy. Father Zerbal requested that we come here to collect some carrots. Is that so? I'm pretty sure I set a batch aside for him. Can you wait a few minutes? Sure. Paul. Hey, sorry for the wait. Here you go. Like, it's a fantasy world. And they're giving people, like, normal names. Like Elliot. And Paul. And Emma. Don't know, it's just odd. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen carrots this color before. Likewise, they certainly do seem nutritious, though. Don't they? They're actually rare enough that people present them to the Imperial family as gifts. They're said to have medicinal properties on top of being nutritious, too. So make sure you're careful when carrying them back. Leave it to us. That should be everything we need, right? Yeah, let's report it back to Father Zerbal. Alright, I'm really glad I learned how to run. I'm glad this isn't as fast as we go. Wow, it's really unruly. Wait, everything moves faster. It's turbo mode. Why? That's an interesting way to do it. Why would they do it like that? I see you returned with the ingredients. We have. Here you are, Father. Please accept my thanks. Now I can make the medicine. I'd like to accept these as well as token of my appreciation. Thanks for the Tira bomb. Thanks for the Celestial bomb. Thank you, Father. Did you happen to make these as well? That's correct. There's not much of it, but it should come in handy. Thank you for your concern. We'll make good use of these. Good luck with the remainder of your tasks, and may Aidios' guidance be with you. Easy quest. Easiest quest in the history of video games. Now we gotta go over here. What's up? Welcome. This is the shop's Orbital Factory. Oh, you wouldn't happen to be students from Thor's, would you? That's correct. We're here in regards to your request. It involved replacing the ornament light and a road lamp on the highway, right? Could we ask for the details? Sure, let's get right to it. As you read, one of the road lamps on the western highway stopped working the other day, and the cause of that is the ornament light inside it breaking. So basically, I want you to go to switch the broken ornament light out for a new one. Speaking of which, here you go. Yep, that's a brand spanking new ornament light. So all that's required of us is to replace the broken one with this one then. Yep, that's about the size of it. So where exactly on the western highway is it? Once you're on the highway, keep heading north until you see a place called Lunaria Nature Park. There's a windmill in front of it that you can't miss. There's a lamp near there. Make sure you check the maintenance panel to be sure it's the right one. It'll have BO2 written on it. Near the windmill in front of the park. Understood. Is it safe to leave such work in our hands? I believe none of us have any experience related to this. Don't worry, pretty much anyone can do it. All you're doing is taking the light out and putting the new one in. Simple. I guess the most difficult thing about it is remembering the code to unlock it, but you can just write that down. There's a code? Yeah, you need to input it so you can... Okay. Hold on. I have pieces of paper here that I grabbed in order to use for a project last semester that I ended up getting a 65 on. Let's see about this. 4, 6, 6, 5, 1, 4. Cool. No, wait, 515, not 514. 515. Oh yeah, almost forgot to mention, the light from the road lamps actually repels monsters. So in other words, in places where there's no light, they're much likely to appear. So keep an eye out when you're placing it. The last thing you want is to be caught off guard by monsters. I see. Thanks for the warning. That's pretty much it. Would you mind heading out to do it now? I'll leave it to us. Let's go then. Any bright ideas? Alright. West Highway. Zooming over there. Ooh! Supposed to be near the windmill in front of the nature park, right? That doesn't. It's probably the one Samus was referring to. Probably. Let's check the number on it. PO2. This is it. Monsters. Monsters. Oh, the Furbies are back. Sure are a lot of them. Guess those lights really don't work. I need to change that thing quick. Reen, can we trust this task to you? Sure thing. Just you keep the monsters at bay while I make the switch. You can count on us. I need to input the code. The message. Pretty sure it was 466515. Just put it in. Just go. That was easy. It's like this thing has finally calmed down. Thankfully, hard to believe how much of a difference these things make. Got that one done in record time, Marine. Yes, I was expecting the process to take much longer. Well, it was a pretty simple procedure, since I was being by monsters the whole time anyway. Heh, still, good job. And I guess that's a wrap. Yeah, now we just need to go back and report to Samus. New Orbit Light exchanged for broken Orbit Light. Should I fight monsters? We're all level 7, never mind. We're all good. We're on par. I'm gonna hope this game isn't like grind heavy. Wrong button. Hey there, I take it the job's done? It is. Allows to give you a detailed report on it. We wrote an essay. Don't need that anymore. Thanks, I'll get this fixed up so it can be used again. I'm glad you're all safe after dealing with those monsters, though. They were hardly a threat. Ha ha ha. We did take the request by knowing it would be dangerous after all. You military academy kids really are a tough group. Oh yeah, I can't forget to give you your reward now, can I? Detection? Are you sure we can take one of your courts? Of course, you did some solid work, you know. Thanks for the help. Feel free to come along whenever you need me to give your ordnance a checkup. Alright, everything's going smoothly. System, save. Great. Alright, East Highway. Or actually, first, we should see what this does. You got, what does detection do? Undiscovered treasure chests are shown on the mini-map. I don't know what ATS is. Heat wave. Do you all have one? Hey, you got a blue one. There. I don't know if that's good. Or I don't know, undetected treasure chests. I don't know, but green doesn't really deal any damage, so having this stuff kind of helps. Then again, you don't deal any. Oh wait, you have one right here. Never mind. Easy. All right. Off to East Zelda Highway. All right. Over here.
Wow, this farmhouse is huge.
Hello, would you happen to be Spyro? We're here to take care of the monster that's causing issues. As such, we'd like some further details on it. Oh, you are? I'm the man you're looking for, then. Well, I did know that it would be students taking care of it. I wasn't aware that you had young ladies in your company. Slow down, Anime Sam Elliott. The rest of you are younger than I had expected too. Perhaps this request may be too dangerous for you after all. Thank you for your concern. However, there's no need to worry. All of us here have combat experience already. Indeed, this all serves as part of my training too, so please allow us to undertake the request. Well, if you insist. You'll come across a plateau of sorts if you proceed beyond here. That's where the monsters tend to appear. It is truly a ferocious one, so much so that passing by the area is impossible, as it attacks everything it sees. Do take extra care when approaching it. Right. Being careless with this one doesn't seem like an option. We'll have to be thoroughly prepared for it. Allow us to make our way there once preparations are complete then. Yeah, let's give this everything we got. You know what? We're gonna have our saves coming. Nah, smart saving. Where is it? Oh wow, it does show you. It does show treasure chest. Tricked. Oh, never mind. I thought we could.
But no, man.
I could trick them. Wow, that's doing a lot of damage.
Wasn't strong enough.
Not yet.
These bugs are a little more threatening than I thought they would be. Maybe we do have to get a few more levels before taking on this dinosaur. Oh, they don't have a lot of health though. They're all talk.
Turn to flames! Burn!
But that dealt no damage. Amazing. Guess it's resistant to fire or something.
Oh, please!
See ya, Elliot. Oh, good lord. Okay. Alright.
Don't give up. There.
This is why you never let the enemies go first.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I'm gonna return to title screen. It's just gonna load from where I saved. Because I'm a smart saver. Load right here. And look at that. It's like nothing's changed. Alright, so
Fire! Fire!
oh, it does go out like a distance. So that's how we're gonna do this. Okay, whatever. We're fine.
Here we go.
Motivate.
All right, let's do this.
Should you level? I'm pretty sure I should. I get the feeling that I should.
I can do this.
184? Doesn't get multiple people. There we go, that was damage. Laura!
Oh, please!
I'm sorry, everyone.
Right!
Thought Laura was on my side.
Here we go.
No, not motivate.
There. turn.
Okay. Alright. Alright. We're gonna lose again, and this time before we tackle it, we're going to change everybody's formation. And we're gonna put Elliot and the rest of them a little further back.
My turn. There.
Unless we beat this normal encounter. All right, never mind.
Sorry, everyone.
I didn't expect the little fruit thing to be our demise. Okay, so tactics. There we go. That should be good. Third time's the charm.
Right.
Enemy sighted. Take him out.
I don't want us to... Okay. The fruit monster's not there anymore.
There.
Which is all that matters to me.
It's my turn. Turn to flames. Burn. Go.
An opening.
Ah. Much better.
Keep it up, everyone.
Oh, I didn't realize that Laura even had the... Oh, man. I came in this completely unprepared.
My turn.
Gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy so he doesn't act.
Here we go.
Ah, see, now that we're not all bunched up, we're not all taking damage at the same time.
Now.
An opening. My turn. Ta! Off guard.
I've got you.
Right.
My turn. We'll cut our own path.
Awesome. Oh, that was barely any experience, though. This chest better be worth it. Oh yeah, it was a ground bait. We already saw it because we tried to run away the first time. Alright, so can we... What's this? Oh, she can revive people? Oh, then what's the issue? I didn't even know she could do that. Who's got more EP? You do. I'll do it. Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking I should probably
We have nothing to
level
fear.
up a little bit before we take on Scary Dinosaur, or whatever the name of the thing we're trying to fight is.
It's my turn. Fire. Now.
An opening. Of course. Hey!
My turn.
Oh, well.
Go. Now's our chance.
I'll back you up.
I can do this.
should keep going.
I'm thinking at least level 8. There's another chest over here.
Enemies ahead! We'll have to fight.
Ooh. Ooh. This one knocks him back a little bit. Alright, that sucks.
Here we go.
Like, big time.
There.
It's my turn.
Wait, not that. It's too long.
Give it up,
I
everyone.
think Laura's gonna die. But if Elisa can res people, it doesn't matter, I guess. Oh, never mind, we're good. Everything's fine. Nothing's
This
wrong.
could be bad.
Let's get the weaker one first.
It's my turn.
Oh, well, I assumed. Alright, well, everyone's going after Raiden, so it's.
Here we go.
Oh, never mind because he just healed. Got 50% of his life back.
There.
Of course.
Right.
It's my turn.
Here we go.
Of course. Hey! We should keep going.
Orbment, Arts, Tier.
Is that a treasure chest?
I believe it is.
I welcome all challengers.
Go. There. Now's our chance.
I'll pick you up.
It's
Yeah,
my
that's
turn.
not too bad.
Go.
An opening.
Give it up, everyone.
My turn.
That is a very evil looking crow.
My turn. There. Go.
I'll pick you up.
Ah, I was hoping he'd be the one that was at low health. That's fine, at least it can take care of that.
Of course.
Right. Now.
Right. Now.
An opening.
When in doubt, look to Laura.
You've saved me more than once too, you know.
All right, so everything that isn't the dragonflies or the fruit is pretty easy to deal with. All right, place your bets. What does Proxy Puppet do? What is it? Revives. Oh, see, like, I don't know when to use that. Actually, just to be sure, I'm gonna heal.
Now's our
I'm gonna
chance.
take that.
Here we go.
I really miss Gaius and his AoE move. I don't remember the name of it.
Right.
My turn.
Ah, come on. Didn't unbalance them. Ah, this is fine actually. That one's smaller.
Now!
An opening.
Oh well.
Right.
Whatever.
Let's go.
My turn.
Of course. Arcus activate. Hut.
Thanks.
It's my turn. Fire! Now!
An opening.
My turn. Oh, we did it.
Alright, is that enough? Oh. Almost.
I did it.
Elliot leveled up. Was it a good level up, Elliot? I guess I don't know what a good or bad level up looks like. Looks good to me. Yeah, should just be one more fight. I'm gonna save again. Cause if the game's letting me, then I'm going to. Oh man, it turned around.
Have to fight.
Here we go.
Right!
My turn.
Right. Huh. Now.
I've got you!
Ha! Why didn't I counterattack? Ha! Ha ha! Serene Elliot. Wow. Laura knows how to counterattack.
Now's our chance.
I'll pick you up.
It's my turn.
My turn.
Oh, wait a second.
My
That's
turn.
not a different monster. That is a different monster. I just thought it was a smaller version of whatever the Furby looking thing was.
When in doubt, look to Laura.
You've saved me more than once too.
Alright. Time to fight the dinosaur. Red Beast Flesh.
I did it.
It's a lot more health, Green.
I did it!
And it's kind of more health. Elisa. Yeah, Elisa. Oh, it's this. I would have loved this move. Like 10 minutes ago. Well, better to have it now than not have it at all. Alright. So where are we going? I cannot remember the buttons. East Celtic Highway 2, I'm guessing.
Transcontinental Railroad, huh? Guess that'll take you out of the country.
Yeah. If you keep on heading east, you'd eventually reach Gorelia Fortress.
I'm not. I don't want to fight that guy. Is that just like? Still can't get the buttons down. Just more HP. Because if that's the case, then you don't need that anymore. You can take that. 500. You don't need attack. You're just gonna go in the middle of everything and tank everything, Reen, from now on. Can anybody else use the attack? Like, would anybody else benefit from it? What if you got the attack? stick with Soul Blur. Ah, whoops. Ooh, there's a chest. I want it. I want what's in that chest.
Come on then.
Right.
Oh, there is a smaller Alright. Okay. So some monsters are just smaller than others. That's interesting. Who's going? You are.
Keep it up, everyone.
Here we go.
And now that you got 500 more health, you can just jump in the middle of everything. Not have to worry about taking damage.
It's my turn. Hup. Now.
An opening. My turn. Hey.
Right.
Yeah, Ring can take it.
Fire.
Go. There.
My turn.
Out of range, huh?
Huh?
Well,
Off
Elliot.
guard.
I've got you. It's my turn. Fire.
Fool.
Go.
It's going pretty well, I think.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Things are going pretty rough a little while ago. What? Change position? Is your game volume too low? Not for me. Is it too low for the viewers? And I'm also gonna save before fighting this dinosaur. Cause I can just crank it up right here. It's a little low? Alright. It's Croxagore. Alright, buddy.
Watch out. This is a tough one. My turn. All right.
So everyone-
Let's do this.
More strength. Okay, that was a little too close, Elisa.
My turn.
Is this your first? Nope. I played
Keep it up, everyone.
Trails in the Sky, the first one. I didn't play second chapter or the third one.
Of course. Shatter. Off guard.
I've got you. It's my turn.
My turn. Focus activate.
It's my turn. Turn to flames. Burn!
My turn. Shatter.
I don't even know what just happened just then.
Behold, my most powerful strike! Radiant blade dance!
Right.
You know what? Let's go ahead. Alright, well, at least it's just gonna have to sit that one out.
Here we go.
Alright. Is whatever he's doing just not working, or is there like some little secret thing going on that I just... Oh, is he weak to fire? Not really.
There.
It's my turn.
Right.
Don't really need a... actually, you can conserve.
Right.
Go.
Right.
Right.
Ooh, I don't like what Godzilla's charging up. Alright, because I did the S.
Go.
Right. Turn to flames. Burn.
Going for that bonus unbalance.
My turn.
I think that's how it works.
Night.
Alright, well, we're not going to be able to prevent whatever big thing he's charging up, so... Let's hope it's not too bad.
My turn.
Oh, never mind, he's just going to continue charging.
My turn. You still have a lot
Ah.
of training to do.
That wasn't bad. I didn't need a level up for that. Alright. You hate to admit it. Why? Never mind that. We should go tell the people at the farm that we took care of the monster they reported. Oh yeah. I hope they're pleased. Something wrong, Laura? No. It's nothing. Let's go. Okay. Cool. Did I miss any... No, yeah, there's a treasure chest over there.
I welcome all challengers.
Alright.
My turn. There.
It's my turn.
Oh, come
My
on.
turn. Hey! Fool.
Man, I really hope once we're done with this, Laura stays in the party.
Here we go. There.
But I got a feeling she's gonna dip.
I can do this.
Ah!
My turn.
Ah!
Hey!
Right.
I'll heal Reen this turn, don't worry. I'll heal Reen a little. Everything will be fine.
Right. Hey.
Arcus activate.
Thanks.
Welcome back,
My
Reen.
turn.
I can do this. Fire!
Ah,
Right. Ha!
perfect.
You still have a lot of training to do.
You know what? We're so close. Might as well just level up again.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Earth Lance. Alright. Let's see what this one does. Yep. That sounds about right. This way. Actually, we should probably heal. I'm back, Sam Elliott. Killed Godzilla. Thank you so much. Now we can finally begin harvesting again. I'll have to let the family know right away. You're welcome. I found myself surprised at how close this area is to Keldig, however. Wouldn't it have been much quicker to make a request to the provincial army instead? Well, it is admittedly close, but this area and Keldig as a whole really is on the outskirts of the Cruzen province. As such, the provincial army isn't very interested in aiding us. Ah. Yeah, it's not too hard to believe, considering their attitude earlier. That certainly doesn't sit well with me. I probably shouldn't say any more on the matter. However, I still do owe you a reward for this. Please, take these. Oh, thanks for the eggs, and strawberries, and syrup, and coarse rock salt. That's really generous. Can we really have this much? Why, of course. We've got enough to last us here as it is. After all your help, it's the least that I can do. I hope you enjoy them. These look great, thank you. Hee hee, you don't get much fresher than this. Looking forward to digging in. I'm rather envious that you have the opportunity to eat such delicious food every day. Haha, it's one of the benefits of being a farmer. Unfortunately, though, it's not all good. Things have been getting tougher lately, seeing how these goods are being imported so cheaply nowadays. Huh, I wasn't aware of that. Importing is becoming a much easier task now thanks to the Transcontinental Railroad and international flights. Furthermore, more and more goods can be now legally imported as a result of the rising population. Come to think of it, I have noticed an increase in cheaper ingredients lately. Oh, my apologies. I shouldn't be wasting your time with all this. Regardless, you have my thanks for today. Now we can move on to harvesting without any worries. Allow us to thank you too. We actually learned a lot from doing this request. Feel free to get in touch should anything else come up. Alright, Sarah. We're coming. Phew, guess that does it for all the mandatory tasks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped. Same, I don't venture out onto the highways very often. The two of you seem okay though. Haha, well my hometown is in the countryside too, so I'm kinda used to this. And with all the training Laura does, I imagine this is probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this level of exercise to be quite manageable. However, what is it? No, I'm sure it's nothing. I believe we should return to the inn now, should we not? Yeah, let's. I'm guessing Instructor Sarah is still there. We'll give her our report, and also ask her a bit more about the purpose behind these field studies. That would definitely be good to know. She hasn't told us anything about what's happening tomorrow either. Alright, then let's head back to town. After we fight some more monsters.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Go.
Oh, we gotta kill this guy. The Acerbic Tremardian. Oh. Very,
It's my turn.
very sly. Very, very tricky to kill, huh?
Right.
Alright. So, what? This tomato guy. What's his game? He dodges everything. I get that, but like,
It's my turn.
up to what point? Oh, come on. You didn't need to attack Laura. There was other enemies you could have. You think this will hit?
Behold, my most powerful strike.
Or are we just gonna have to run from this encounter?
Radiant blade dance.
Oh, never mind. We're good.
You still have a lot of training to do.
Oh, Lisa.
I did it!
All right.
I did it!
Detector. And making it easy to unbalance them. Nice.
I've only just begun.
Earth Cleaver. Splits the earth beneath the foe's feet. Unbalance plus 10. Very nice. I gotta say, I got a bunch of quartz. I need to unlock more slots for everybody. Yeah, whatever.
Enemies ahead! We'll have to fight!
Here we go!
Right. Hey.
It's my turn. Fire!
My turn!
Here we go!
Look at that. All bunched up.
My turn. Huh?
Right.
I should have gone for the other one because Elliot probably could have got both of them.
Okay, it's safe for now.
There we go.
Nicely done.
90 more. Alright. Now we're back to town. Actually, before we do that, we got still only 400 mirror. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't give crap. The one paid. What's going on? Sounds like something's happening over at the market. There appears to be some manner of dispute occurring. Wonder what's up? Should we go take a look? Yeah, let's go and see. Don't mind me. Oh, come on. Let me go back to the orb guy. Let me go back. Don't give me that crap. This is my spot. I paid for it, so it's mine. I'm the one who paid for this spot. Look, I've even got the permit for it. Stop lying to me and vamoose. May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can help in some way. There seems to be some question over which of these two gentlemen gets control of this area and sets up his stall. The young merchant over there is a local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So they're both claiming the spot. Same spot. How odd. Permits for the market are issued by the province's ruling lord. Oh, so for Celtic that would be... Ah. This isn't good. We must stop them. Who are you? Unhand me at once. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but violence isn't going to solve anything. You both need to calm yourselves. You've been worked into a rage. Ugh. Bah. What are you, high schoolers? This has nothing to do with you meddling kids. We're having a mature discussion here, and I'll thank you not to interfere. Since when has grabbing a person by the neck been considered mature? If you truly intend to have a mature discussion, perhaps you should try acting more like adults. What did you say to me? We're students from Thor's military academy. We're currently visiting this town on a field study, and while we're not yet formal members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in a public place. A military academy? So they're a bunch of soldiers in training. What in Idios's name is happening here? That's what old people sound like, right? Oh, now look what you've done. Manager Otto. I've been filled in on what happened. I understand both of you have a permit for the same stall. Is that correct? Yeah. And both permits expire at the same time, too. What's the meaning of this? I understand your concerns, but fighting over it is greatly inconveniencing the other customers. I'll be happy to discuss this matter in private, but I'll need to ask you both to put your differences aside until it's been resolved. Okay. I guess. Well, that was a close one. Seems like everything's going to be fine now, though. Yeah, guess he's the guy in charge here. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to defuse the situation. Though I suppose I expect no less from the infamous Class 7 I've been hearing so much about. Oh? How do you know about Class 7? My name is Otto. I'm the manager of Celtic's Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you. If you'd be so kind to come along, I'll treat you to some tea. Seems like a stand-up guy. So you are responsible for choosing our assignments. Indeed. Principal Van Dyke is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. We appreciate your consideration as well. Oh, it was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful to you for taking some troublesome tasks off my hands. And I can't thank you enough for your help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would have wound up getting hurt. I'm just glad we got there when we did. So both merchants will be taking turns using the same stall at the front of the market? That's right. Both of their permits are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments do not lend themselves to sharing a space. Eventually, they agreed to a compromise where they would each make use of the front stall on alternating weeks. The other stalls were reserved near the back of the market, however, so whoever's relegated there will likely see far lower sales numbers. That's better than nothing, I guess, but it's still really unfortunate. I must admit, I do find this whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For a mistake such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. That's true, it's a lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If he can't handle it, the local economies could really suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, that responsibility would fall to the Duke's household. The Duke? The Cruisin province is ruled by Duke Alberea, one of the foremost powerful nobles in the entire country. But lately, the situation surrounding the Duke's household has been getting a bit complicated. Complicated? A few months ago, he increased the sales tax for our market rather significantly, and with a large percentage of the profits being taken from them, the merchants have begun to get rather disparate. Fights like the one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. I see. Sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown us how damaging such actions can be. Isn't that one of the characters? Yeah, it was, Useless. Useless is the son of the Duke of Alberea, I'm pretty sure. I've never heard of anything like that happening in the capital. Have you tried raising objections to the increase? Of course! I've even gone to Berea numerous times to petition the Duke personally. But they always just drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. This one has been going on for roughly 2 months now. Ellipses. If that's the case, the mix-up with the permit should be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting they might be getting careless when dealing with the market, or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems? I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions, but I will say that before all this had begun, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that. Oh? Unlike the Imperial Army, a provincial army's main priority is maintaining the status quo throughout their territory. So mediating arguments which threaten that status quo should absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. It seems that unless we accept this tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer at the guardhouse has even made comments suggesting as such. That's not right at all. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with among us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourselves with it. You need to be focused on your field study. And I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will? So you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit then? That's right. I've got a few difficult ones in mind too, but I'm sure you're up for them. Or at least, I hope you are. Oh. Don't worry, we are. We'll do our very best to meet your expectations. Later, Otto. That all sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. Provincial lords have the duty and the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control, and as long as that remains the case, there's really not much the general populace can do to stand against them. I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of the house, Alberea. The current head is Useless's dad, right? So couldn't we just ask Useless for some help here? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions made by the head of the house are absolute. And since the Albereas represent one of the four great houses, the old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the four great houses. Guess that's a no then. I see you're all busy mulling things over. Excellent, excellent. Where have you been this whole time? Instructor Sarah, what brings you here? I figured it was about time for me to get going. Group E's not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off. Well, they are being led by a guy named Useless. So I'm off to help sort them out. What? You're gonna see Group B now? The town of Parm is... Every time I read Parm, I want chicken parm. The town of Parm is a considerable distance from here. Now, you let me worry about that. You four are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think. I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. Ah. Idios be with you. I'll be looking forward to your report. Later. I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn, can she read minds or something? I'd suggest we return to our room and rest for the night in any case. We still have our reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right. I'm so tired. Me too, I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. Alright, but first I really want to go to the workplace. I need to open up slots for everybody. Alright, at least for Reen. Yeah, at least open up slots for Reen. Slot can be opened. Sure, there we go. Those are some good slots. Arcus covers. Does that, like, do anything? Intercept with Vermeer. Oh, yeah. Yes. Sepith Mass is the stuff that you can sell just willy-nilly, right? Like, this isn't, like, it's not used. I'm gonna assume it is. I'm assuming this is the stuff that you can just sell. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Awesome, look at that. Now we got money. Look. Now you get shield too. And I don't know. Good job. Rain. Okay. What do you got? EP charge? Master Chord. Scepter. Interesting. I don't have any U material. I forgot how you get U material. Can I customize anybody's weapon? Guess not. Wait a second, hold on. No, hold on, hold on. What can we get? Oh, anybody can get Thelis. Just in case, we'll get another one of these. Attack 1, evade. Ooh. Ooh, I'm sure evade's pretty useful. Speed +3. Ooh, attacks can cancel. Time to go. Hit 1. Accuracy +50%. Oh man. I'll take that. Analyze. Yep, that sounds useful. EP +50. Actually, I keep leaving and coming back. I keep forgetting. Can I open anything for you? Nope. All right, that's fine. It's not fine. I should have gone on a shopping spree just then. Quartz. I just. Whatever. Do you sell stuff? Oddvin. Yeah, alright, now I understand. Who can get the... Wow. Should I get one of these for everybody? Oreen's always going to be here, so you probably want that. Yeah, I kind of just want to... How much I got? I still got some more money. Is this even... That's like 15... I can just get both. So you get Scalar Cane, you get the Light Bow. Do I want to do that, or do I want to give people some more defense? Because Laura's already getting some really good damage. More defense. It's like 15 more defense for everybody. Because I could... No, I can't get it for everybody, actually. You know what? We'll save it. We'll save it. Okay, I hit the wrong thing. Equip. Armored vest. Armored vest. Armored vest. Do I have any accessories? You probably don't need that. Alright, sell. Armor. For these, yeah. I don't want to sell the proxy puppet, I might need it later. sell any of those. I could sell this. I don't need it. I could sell all these. I don't know. I'll hold on to them on the off chance that I'll need them later for something. Alright.
Ah, that was delicious.
Alright. Him speaking reminds me, I need to go fill up a glass of water and drink it. I gotta go rehydrate. So, short break. Really short break. There we go. Alright. Got my water. Throat's nice and rehydrated for reading everybody's lines. But I don't need to because this is voiced.
Those were some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were.
I think it'd be fun if, like, the gameplay shifted and I played as Group B. But
I can't help
I
but
don't think that's
question
gonna
what
happen.
exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling in Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or, rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day. What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about. What about you, Reen? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Me?
Yeah. Reen, why did you join the academy?
I wanted to find myself, I guess.
That's lame.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, right. Yes, please. We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start. We really appreciate it. Not a problem at all. Have a good night. Good night. Oh, did I not switch scenes? Oh my goodness. Ah, y'all should have told me sooner. Now I
But
look like
we're
a
not
big,
actually
dumb,
going to sleep yet,
stupid
are
head.
we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
Man, that's embarrassing.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation. And I'm not about to remind her.
Reen?
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering. Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not? Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Kafai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arcade School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, It is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the Eight Leaves.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level. I did train under Master Ka-Fi for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest. I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the Eight Leaf School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
Smooth. Reen.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
Reen's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Hey, we did it! We ranked up!
I've got a little reward here for you. Keep up the good work.
Here are your tasks for the day. The market manager left them with me. Thank you. Alright. Let's see what we gotta do. Ah, only two? Lost wallet. Yesterday I found a wallet on the floor in front of my stall. Would someone be willing to find its owner for me? See me at my ceramic stall and I'll tell you more. A large ferocious monster has been sighted on the West Celtic Highway. We'd all be happier if someone took it out. Monster, Swordar. Location, stone bridge leading to Heimdall on the West Celtic Highway. Market Manager Otto. Alright. Straightforward stuff. Maybe he gave us less work to do because he knew we'd be going back to Trista today. Sounds about right. He is a very considerate man. The last train headed your way leaves here around 9 tonight. You get this done quickly enough, you can have dinner here before you leave. Haha, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started? Sounds good. Looks like today's tasks are all optional. Oh, we should do them. Hey, Laura, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening. Reen, as I told you then, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It is not something which an apology is required. That's not really what I mean. I wanted to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. That was kind of a lame way to put it, Reen. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful to Master Ka-Fi, to the school I follow, and to the path of the sword itself. And for those reasons, I feel it was inappropriate of me to say what I said, so I'm sorry. If that's the case, then there is one other person you should be apologizing to as well. I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances, but regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, this is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Let me ask you a question, Reen. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's a part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. Laura. So you two are friends again, then? Were we not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Indeed, this was all handled rather neatly, I felt. You both are so simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. Whoa, you did what now? Heh, it seems we've caused you undue concern. Geez, can we all forget about this and move on? Ah ha ha. Looks like the ground's dried after the rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you all looking a little bit less gloomy. Margot, we've got trouble. Big, big trouble. Slow down, Louise. It's first thing in the morning and you're poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyway? You're late. I'm sorry, I just got caught up on the way here. But never mind that, we have big, big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market. Something terrible, you say? What terrible thing has happened, exactly? Well, it sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over at the market were destroyed, and all their merchandise stolen. That is most terrible indeed. A robbery? Oh my. I suppose that means the markets might be opening late today. Which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for a resolution. Louise, get this place ready. You got it. As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. You should just focus on your field study and leave this incident to us locals. You have your own tasks to worry about, after all. Of course. We'll be back later. Thanks again. I have a suspicion we're not going to leave it alone. What should we do? I have to admit, I'm curious. It's not far, so I might as well go take a look. Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what's happening at the market. I'm sorry, the grain market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, it's the students from yesterday. Good morning. Opening late to date after all, I see. Afraid so. Guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The 2 merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. You bastard! You're not gonna get away with this. Oh no, not them. The manager came to try to break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Reen? Or maybe we could try talking to them? Considering everything that happened yesterday, you might just be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? Not at all. Let's go. How dare you destroy my stall, you damned coward! I knew you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could it have been? Just come clean and admit it already. Who are you calling a coward, you Heimdallerian snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent and trying to paint me as the bad guy here, you make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here, right now? Bring it on. I wanted to watch him throw down. Class 7? Oh wait, that was Otto. I didn't do my Otto voice. Whatever. You kids again. Keep your noses out of this. I'm gonna make them pay for smashing my stall. Smashing? Yep. Looks pretty smashed to me. Wow, they really are completely ruined. This is awful. However, harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they will still be smashed and you will still be worse off. But this anger isn't gonna go away unless I do something. He took all my goods too, so I don't have anything to sell. What are you talking about? You were the one who stole all my goods. And you're gonna give them all back right now and fix the damage you did to my stall, or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying. What do? Stop this at once. Uh-oh. The Provincial Army. What? What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But I believe you are the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what transpired. Well, you see, the market manager explained to the provincial army officer what had happened the previous night. I see. The solution is simple then. Men, take them away. Yes, sir. Whoa, what? What do you mean, take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed, 2 sets of goods stolen. The truth is as clear as day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. But that's not fair. Do you not think it premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? The provincial army doesn't have any time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you will be left alone. Continue and you come with us. The choice is yours. They're trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened, to sweep the whole ordeal under the rug. Yeah, something about this seems really wrong. Ugh. Gah. Very good. Then you sure can agree that... I'm sure you can agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you'll think twice about causing such a ruckus ever again. Now, if you'll excuse us, I'm a busy man. I have more pressing matters to attend to. There they go. Well, I guess they did stop those 2 from fighting, but they did not solve the underlying problem. This isn't right. I see how the provincial army here conducts itself. I'm sure you're both still pretty angry about this, but right now the 2 of you... I accidentally skipped it. If you have the time to fight, try to use that time for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. Yeah. I shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that. Merchant Hines, I can't even sell his ketchup. We can't open the Grand Market for business until we've cleaned up these busted stalls. We are already running late, so I hate to ask, but would you all mind lending me a hand? Market Manager Otto, with assistance from the merchants of the market, cleared away the remains of the 2 stalls. And with the help of Rena and the others on top of that, the Grand Market was finally able to open for the day, albeit behind schedule. Thanks to you 4, we were able to open up the Grand Market for business today a bit quicker than expected. Can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt. All the more reason to thank you. A merchant's stall is his livelihood. Any action taken against it can throw him into a blind rage. It's hard to bring someone back from that. It would seem the problems facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they make no attempts to find an amicable solution. Quite right. It's clearer than ever now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we decide to accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it. Still, you think they'd at least be a little more subtle about the whole thing. There's no way those 2 merchants are just going to accept this and move on. No, I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done. I'm just not sure what. Ellipses. Something wrong, Reen? You're awfully quiet. Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Would you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident? What? Are you suggesting that we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant's stalls ourselves? It's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is our affair, not yours. You're students, you have your own studies to worry about, and no one feel right interfering with them. Yeah, Reen, we're on a tight schedule here. Gotta be out by 9. We're students training for the military, though. We can't just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the Provincial Army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on us all. Well, that's true enough, I guess. But do you really think we're up for something like this? I kind of have to wonder about that, too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check with Instructor Sarah first to see what she thinks. She's already told us, put your heads together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what you need to do. Her words. It seems like exactly the sort of thing she meant. At least it does to me. Oh. I see your point. Matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field of study after all. Yeah, you do make a good case. I'm still not sure we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well, we shall do what we can. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no, but I'm very concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit, I would truly appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find answers for you. Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under the cover of night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look Van Dyke in the eye anymore. We'll be careful, we promise. I know I will, at least. I probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Now that that's settled, we should act quickly. Yeah, let's get this investigation started. But I want to do the optional quest first. So first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime. Can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from those 2 merchants before anything else. Indeed, I anticipate they calmed themselves by now, so perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well. We'll need to keep a close eye on time, though. That's what I'm saying, Elisa. If we miss the last train towards Heimdallr, we'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been giving other tasks too, and I'd really like to get them done. In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood. You bet. Right. Alright. Well, I'm assuming there is, no time thing. I can just do this in whatever order I want. And I'm gonna do this stuff first. Last wallet. So, Lizzie's stall. Excuse me, would you happen to be Lizzie? That's correct. Does that make you the students from Thor's who the market manager said becoming then? Yep, that's us. We came to see you about the request you sent in. Could you explain the situation to us in full? Of course. I happened to come across someone's wallet by my store yesterday, you see. I kept it with me in the hopes that they would come to pick it up, but no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask you all for your help in delivering it back to its owner. Would you be able to do that for me? I mean, yes. We'd be happy to help. Thank you. Here's the wallet that I found then. We'll be sure to take good care of it. I assume that you've already inspected the contents? I did indeed. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything inside that could help identify the owner. What exactly was inside it anyway? Well, naturally, there was some Mira in it. Like, a lot of Mira. This isn't just chump change we're talking about. The only other things was a train ticket to Heimdallr that's scheduled for tonight. Sounds like the owner is a fairly well-off traveler then. There's not much we can do with it as that's our only lead though. I believe the train ticket is potentially our best lead. Yeah, but what should we do with it? Should we go and ask the station? Yeah, considering it's a train that leaves tonight, I imagine the owner is frantically searching for it, which means that they might have already been to the station themselves to ask about it. Let's head over to the station then. Sorry for the trouble, but I'm counting on you for this. Alright. Train station straight ahead. After entering the station, they asked whether there had been any inquiries in regards to lost property. Yes, there was an inquiry. The route seems to match the description we received too. Can I ask when the inquiry was made? I believe it was this morning. A young lady came along in a panic claiming that she was at a complete loss without her wallet and its contents. From what I can tell, she seems to have been traveling alone, too. I get why she would be in a panic then. Did she say anything else that could lead us to her? She mentioned something about returning to an inn to do a thorough check, if I recall correctly. So where the cock inn down the street. You can't miss it. Is it Sarah? How convenient. We happen to be staying there ourselves. Okay, let's go ask Margot. I guess it might not be because she left like last night. But you never know. There it is. Oh, so fast. Margot. Hey there, something the matter? Do you have a moment? There's something we'd like to ask you. We're going to explain the situation to Margot and ask if anyone had come along asking for the wallet. Oh, you're looking for Annabelle. Okay, so it's not Sarah. Bad timing though, she just left. That's unfortunate. But we have a name now at least, that makes life a lot easier. True, all that's left now is to actually meet with her. She mentioned that she'd be searching at the rest area in the Grand Market next, so you'll want to head there. Make sure you return it to her, okay? We will. Yeah, turbo mode really cracks me up, and now that I learned that there's a sprint button and a turbo mode button, so sprint and turbo, and we are very fast. Yeah. Excuse me, would you happen to know a young lady came here searching for her wallet? She was indeed here a few moments ago, but she's gone now. Do you know where she went then? Unfortunately not. She did mention something about having no choice but to rely on Ideos now, though. Does that help you out at all? I think there's only one place that could be. Shall we make our way to the church? It seems like our best bet for now. There it is. Oh! So fast. And we're here. Oh, Ideos, please have mercy on my poor soul. I simply cannot believe this. How am I supposed to live on, having lost all my Mira in a place like this? Looks like we found her. The tragic heroin act made it kind of obvious. Unfortunately, we'll have to interrupt her. Excuse me. Eat. Just who are all of you? Well, you could turn right around if you're any planning to rob me. I no longer have any. Please calm down. We just want something to ask. I cannot read tonight. Are we correct in assuming that you are Annabelle? I am? Ahaha, thought so. You wouldn't happen to recognize this wallet, would you? They showed Annabelle the wallet. That's my wallet. Where did you find it? Well, you see, they returned the lost wallet to Annabelle and explained the situation to her. Thank you so much. I'm surprised to hear that a merchant from the Grand Market kept it safe for me, however. Kindness remains within people's hearts after all. Ah, happy ending. Looks that way, yeah. Regardless, I'm very grateful that you found it for me. Is there any particular amount that you'd like in return? You can take half of what's currently in here if you'd like. Yeah, sure. What? I don't think we can accept that. Your thanks alone are enough. I see. Well, how about this then? I purchased it as a souvenir at the Grand Market before the Great Wallet Search began. The Pickard plush. I see no reason that you can't accept it. In fact, I insist. I hope that you find it useful. Thank you. We gratefully accept it then. You are very welcome. Thank you again for finding my wallet. So you managed to find the owner after all, huh? Thank goodness. I really can't thank you enough. I'm glad that we could be of help. Please excuse us then. Quest, lost wallet, complete. Alright. What's it do? What is it? Plush a strange, yet lovable creature. 100 HP, defense, ADF, +5. My goodness. Rain's gonna become invincible. Or should we dump all the HP stuff and damage stuff? Hey, she's got 96 defense, and we're currently at 203. So she would actually be more. Even. So she would get 600 more HP, which would put her at 2,057. We're at 2,207. I think it'll stay on Reen. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, we gotta go fight another monster. What highway? Was it west again? It was west. So, we can. Okay. That's fine. West, this direction. Oh, really? Alright. Oh, too fast. And to think I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Celtic Grand Market. Whatever did I do to deserve this? Excuse me. You! I'm sorry. I'm sorry they had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. He seems really down. It's quite understandable. He's a merchant in a busy market, unable to do his business. So what brings you here? Did you need something from me? Well, actually, Rooney explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what happened the previous night. You're investigating? That's right, and we'd really appreciate if you can answer a few questions for us. You may be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing, at least. You don't have to sound so pessimistic. Well, can you blame me? You're students at a military academy. You're not exactly ace detectives. That is true, but we're still determined to find out who did this. We may be able to recover your goods. Cooperating with us could prove quite fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help you, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my stall was ready to open up the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. I guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended, though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done. So by morning, the stall had already been destroyed and your goods stolen. Come to think of it, what goods were stolen exactly? Oh, I have a sample with me, actually. An accessory? Is this a brand that's popular in the capital? Real hit lately. I was hoping to bring the fat here by selling them at the market. It's the bracelets from Colosseum. But this is the only one I have left now. I dread to think how much money I lost in one single night. That damned coward, sabotaging my business. It's too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. He was so against the idea of taking turns sharing the spot with me, he decided he'd destroy my stall altogether. I just know it. I'm gonna get him to take my goods back, no matter what it takes. Please try to stay calm. You do know that if you cause any more trouble, the provincial army will arrest you, right? Yeah, but I know it's a matter of justice. I can't act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong, on general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you we'll do everything we can. That much I can promise. I think it's everything this merchant knows. Let's try questioning the other one. What's up? What the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but can we have a moment of your time? Oh, you're those kids from the military academy, right? Heh, what do you want from me? I've got nothing to sell you. Obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I've got no place to sell it. I'm basically ruined. And to top it all off, the provincial army and that other damn merchant are acting like I'm the one who did it. He's not taking this very well, is he? Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see, Renee explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what happened the previous night. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay. So would you consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? I'm not getting my hopes up, as I'm sure you can understand, but hell, got nothing left to lose. Not exactly a vote of confidence. Hey, he's willing to cooperate, so I say we cut him some slack and hear him out. So, about last night, at the time the incident actually happened. Last night, huh? I don't know how much I can help if that's what you're asking about here. See, I left the market right after arguing with that merchant yesterday. I didn't come back till this morning. I stayed overnight at a friend's place. Another merchant just got pissed drunk and ranted at him all night. And you're certain of this? Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me. He'll back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning, and what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall, in shambles. And as if that weren't bad enough, all the processed foods I was going to sell were just gone, without a trace. So the goods were stolen were all processed foods? That's right, nuts, cheese, bacon, All food that has long shelf life, made with local ingredients. Seeing all my stuff really sobered me up. It was like I hadn't been drinking at all. And that's when I went over to that fool stall to make him pay for it. And why did you go straight to him? Because he was the one who did it, of course. He smashed my stall so he could have all the spot to himself. But that doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, then why was his stall destroyed too? He must have done that to himself. He probably figured if he destroyed his own stall, no one would believe he could be responsible. I don't know, that seems pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive. While I understand your frustration, baseless accusations do no one any favors and only cloud the true issue. Ugh. But it's so frustrating. I've lost so much money because of this, I might have to shut up the shop for good. That is bad. If I could at least get my goods back, maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat. But what are the odds of that? None of the other merchants saw anybody do anything, and the provincial army sure ain't about to help. I'm finished. Pure and simple. All the hard work I've put into getting this far, and this is how the dream ends. Well, I'll be honest. I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to do for you now, but we'll do everything in our power to help you find some form of closure. So cheer up, okay? I do appreciate that, but again, I ain't getting my hopes up. Good luck, though. That's all the two victims of this crime have to say, it seems. What does everyone think? Can't be sure, but I really don't think either of them is responsible. Both merchants certainly have adequate motive to damage the other's stall, but the chance of them both committing the same crime on the same night without crossing paths is virtually nil. It's possible that they were just out to steal each other's merchandise, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming that they were somewhere else when the crime took place. I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of these merchants being responsible for what happened, so we're going to have to look elsewhere for valuable suspects. Where though? I mean, who could it possibly have been? It's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't, but now how are we supposed to narrowing down who it was? The market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues, so we should focus our attention elsewhere. Actually, there's one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in this whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe, if we can work out the reasoning behind their strange behavior, we can come one step closer to finding out our own culprit. Whom do you mean? I'm talking about... I'm assuming it's the provincial army. But like, I'm supposed to now like make a decision. I didn't save anywhere, so I'm thinking I am leaning towards the provincial army though. The provincial army. They haven't done a thing to try and solve this crime despite having it right under their noses. And that begs the question, why not? The market manager said they're refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue, which means the provincial army should refuse to intervene in quarrels within the market as well. If that's the case, then why did they come and intervene this morning? Now that you mention it, that really doesn't make any sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is, they brought the dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved. Yeah, one minute they're refusing to do anything, and the next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious. My point exactly, there's definitely something unnatural about the way they're conducting themselves. And since we have no other leads, what do you say we go around the army's guardhouse and take a look? We might be able to learn something from them that could aid us in our investigation. That may be worth an attempt. The guardhouse isn't too far from here either. Let's head over and see what we can find out. AP increased by 1. I guess that means I got the answer correct. Now I'm gonna save. Oh, it's right here. Aren't you the students from that military academy, was it? What are you doing here? Well, we're terribly sorry to trouble you, but we were hoping you might be able to help us with something. Can we ask you a few questions about the incident that occurred at the Grand Market this morning? What? What does that have to do with you? We're visiting this town on a field study as a student of Thor's military academy. We very much appreciate the chance to see how experienced soldiers such as yourselves handle difficult everyday situations. This seems a perfect opportunity for an anecdotal case study and could prove almost invaluable to our education, if you'd permit it. Alright, stay here. I'll see what I can do. It looks like we might be able to hear what they have to say for themselves after all. Nicely done, Laura. Heh, times like these, we need to make good use of our positions. No one can fault a student for wanting to learn after all. But now comes the hard part. This makes me nervous. Well, let's just wait and see what we can get out of them. Remember, it's not always what they say that matters, but how they say it, and even more importantly, what they don't say. Right. I hope you appreciate us taking time out of our busy schedules for this. So, what do you want? And make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know. He's not even trying to keep up appearance. Unbelievable. I'll be brief then. We came to discuss the incident at the market this morning. Would we be correct in assuming that the Provincial Army will be conducting no further investigation? Is that all you come here to ask? Is that all? Should the armed forces charged with maintaining peace in this region not be taking this matter more seriously? Laura, I'm not sure. You got a big mouth for someone your age, and it seems you have a lot to learn about military units actually work. What do you mean? Let me ask you this. What should the number one priority of the Provincial Army be in order to maintain the status quo? I'll tell you, their number one priority should be to enforce the will of their region's ruling lord, Duke Alberea. As members of the Provincial Army, the will of the nobility is absolute. We are just following our orders, protecting what we have a duty to protect. I assume you're referring to the local petition against the sales tax increase. So you're saying as long as the petition isn't withdrawn, the Grand Market isn't something you have a duty to protect. Interpret my words however you want. We're soldiers, we follow orders. That's how the military works. We don't need some fresh-faced military academy inductees telling us how to do our jobs. Urgh. This is nuts. Does he even have a tiny shred of shame? I was hoping we'd be able to get something out of him, but it sure doesn't seem too likely anymore. So, is that it then? I hope this has been enlightening. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a job to do. Say it, Elliot. Say it, Elliot. Wait, would you mind answering just one more question? Elliot? Fine, ask it. Well, do you have any idea what might have happened to the goods Marco was handling? You know, the accessory merchant. All he had left was that one sample. What are you talking about? The merchant from the capital, Heinz, was the one who was planning on selling accessories. What? What'd you just say? But what are you all looking at me like that for? Got Elliot using his brain. Tripping up the handlebar guy. Yeah, how do you know that? I was under the impression you hadn't investigated the matter at all. How peculiar. We only discovered what each of the merchants were intending to sell a short while ago ourselves. Sir, we have our own ways of finding things out. You do well not to underestimate us. Now, we've wasted enough time answering your questions. We're leaving. Do you think the fact that they know what each of the merchants was selling means that they did investigate the matter after all? But the burglary happened last night, and it was only first discovered this morning. Realistically, I don't think there's any opportunity during that time for them to do any digging, not without running into us. Agreed. I suspect they knew what each merchant was planning to sell well in advance of yesterday's incident. Though, that would be easy information for them to learn since Duke Alberea must have issued permits for both stalls. That's true, and the army would have no trouble getting access to transaction records for something like that. But why would they bother? Maybe they need to know so they could prepare. Prepare for what? I get the impression that the incident at the market had been carefully planned out for a while now. I don't think those two merchants being given permits for the same spot was a coincidence either. It was probably done to get them to start fighting so they could get robbed while there was tension between them. Basically, to create a situation that couldn't be brought under control without the army's help. So the two merchants were being used all along. That seems to fit perfectly with what happened this morning. Meanwhile, the Provincial Army has shown no interest in actively working toward a solution, unless the market manager chooses to withdraw his petition. So they waited for things to get out of hand, then showed up to force both parties into an uncomfortable truce. Eventually, the merchants get worn down enough that they feel like they have no choice but to withdraw the petition. This is turning out to be an even shadier situation than I thought. Yeah, but thanks to Elliot, I do believe we finally uncovered the truth of the matter. That was indeed some very quick thinking you displayed, Elliot. You'd make a fine military strategist. Ha ha ha, I just got lucky, that was all. So what we know is the Provincial Army is somehow involved with the actual perpetrators of this crime. Yo, Jack, say hi to the Hoochmeister for me. Tell the Hoochmeister to tune in. The only way to solve it once and for all, though, it seems, well, to find them and catch them. But if this was carried out by members of the Provincial Army, that's not going to be an easy task. No, I don't think anyone from the army was directly involved. The soldiers here are far too proud to dirty their hands with such escapades. I tend to agree. Really, whoever the culprits are, I doubt they're still here in Kelvik. There just aren't many viable... He asked me if there aren't many viable places to hide such a huge volume of goods without them being found. Yo, Jack, tell the Hoochmeister I appreciate his support. Like, I'm receiving his support and spirit. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe they escaped by train? No, that can't be. Boarding a train with that much merchandise would raise suspicion for sure. It's been less than a day since the burglary, so they couldn't have gone far. Maybe we should ask around on the main roads and see if anyone saw anything out of the ordinary. Someone suspicious may have been spotted leaving, or even entering the town. That sounds like a wise course of action. Come, let's resume our search. We mustn't let this cowardly thief run free. I wouldn't dream of it. So, we're going to the roads. Wait. Oh yeah, this is right. What would this child know? Lulu, are you okay? Look what that nasty man did to her. Is something the matter? I was just chasing after Lulu. Hey, roll dice, take names, 100 bits, thank you. I was just chasing after Lulu near the west exit of town. There's this weird man asleep along the side of the street. A weird man? To sleep in the midst of a bustling town like this, oblivious to its dangers, suggests he possesses formidable skill. Or he was really drunk. The nasty smell coming off of him nearly made little Lulu faint. That's terrible. It really was. I don't know who he is, but I'll have to keep an eye on Lulu to make sure she keeps her distance from him. So he's not from this town then? I'm not sure. I only started seeing him around a few days ago. I never seen him before that. Really now? That sounds like a lead if I've ever heard one. If he's drinking in the middle of the day, and it isn't Instructor Sarah, then we know he's not a merchant at the very least. Yeah, I think we should go talk to him. Let's have a look near the west exit and see if we can track him down. That's east. Oh, so fast! Johnson! Johnson! Drink. Bring me another drink. P.U. This guy reeks. How much has he put down? It's only midday and he's already completely blitzed. I don't think this is the man we're looking for. I think he'd have much trouble pulling off a robbery. Sir, are you alright? We can help you back home if you'd like. Sure up. Leave me alone. I'm just a good-for-nothing who just lost his job. Looking after that nature park was my whole life. Nature park? You kids ain't heard of it? Lunaria Nature Park's to the northwest of here. I used to be the park ranger for that old dump. I don't know what drunk people sound like. And then you lost your job. Yeah, out of nowhere too. I gave my life to that job. I did, and then he just came and took it all from me. The damned official just showed up out of nowhere and told me I was sacked. You can't just take a man's livelihood off of him like that. It's not fair. That job was my life. My life! Yeah, we can see that. Something about this doesn't sound right. I agree. It hardly seems fair to take a man's job away from them without good reason. Right? I'm glad somebody understands how I feel. There's no way a bunch of kids like that are gonna do a better job than me. Kids? I was drinking here last night too, see? And a bunch of kids in ranger uniforms went walking out of the town northwest through the exit. Weird thing was, they were carrying a bunch of wooden boxes too, in the middle of the night. Kids these days, I tell ya. You don't think they could have been a nature park. I wouldn't even have considered it, but a park would no doubt provide a large enough area. It fits perfectly. Yeah, they'd have no trouble stashing the merchandise there undetected. Lock the entrance, leave a couple of lookouts, and no one would suspect a thing for a very long time. And if a provincial official was the one to tell him he was fired, that's practically a smoking gun. Huh? I say something useful or something? Don't know what I said, but if I helped you out, why not buy me a drink? I'd suggest you start trying to sober yourself up instead. There's a good chance we may be able to recover both your park and your job. What? We know our next stop. As soon as we're fully prepared, let's head out to the Lunaria Nature Park. Lunaria? Ah, so we can go out. So we can do this other quest. This one, the West Celtic Highway.
We should take a right here to reach the nature park.
Yep. Should
Right.
we?
Let's go.
There's that monster that I want to deal with. Oh, that's...
A worthy adversary.
Oh, that's Zwordor. You see, its name was like I thought it was gonna be like sword shaped.
Give it up, everyone!
I gotta add this song to my playlist.
Go!
Have I said this before? The song reminds me of Bot and Kaidos.
All right, let's do this.
Understood.
Hand it to me. It's my turn.
Oh yeah, weak to fire. That's
Turn
good.
to flames. Burn. Go.
An opening! My turn.
Well, here's the issue, Jack. We only have Bot and Kaidos Origins because Video Game World messed us up. I mean, we came out on top since, you know, they gave us Bot and Kaidos Origins, but I wanted the original Bot and Kaidos. Man, they had a copy at, oh, where was it? It was the Lost Ark, and it was like $60, and I was like, no, the original Bot and Kaidos is not $60, because I saw it at the grid for like 25. So one of them's not telling the truth. Oh.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns.
I didn't like that.
I've got it!
Alright, so Pierce,
My turn.
Alex to be the moves.
I can do this.
Before that. Does it not heal herself? Oh, it doesn't heal herself. Alright. Oh, there we go. So we need to separate them, don't we?
I've got you.
Ooh.
My turn.
Yeah.
Right! Arcus activate!
My turn.
I can do this. Turn to flames.
At least that's perfect for this boss. I gotta say. Oh, I missed it.
Thanks.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
turn.
Oh, just completely out of range. All right. I'll try your best to. Maybe he won't. Okay, good. He didn't attack him. Look at that. Back to full.
I can do this. Turn to flames. Burn! Go!
An opening! My turn. Hey!
Keep it up, everyone!
My turn.
It's my turn.
All right. Easy.
That takes care of them.
Not an issue. Who do we talk to about that? Oh, awesome! Now we can open up more slots. Alright, I think I'm going to turn in that quest after we killed that monster and wrap up the stream there. And I gotta say, this stream, much more successful than last night's, or Saturday's Trails of Cold Steel stream. 13 viewers. Thank you all for coming out. I hope you enjoyed it. Where is it? Oh, is it just auto? Yeah, it's auto. Oh, I see you've taken care of that monster. I really can't thank you enough. I'll have to let those who use the highway regularly know right away. Of course, first comes your reward for a job well done. Here, take this. If I would have known I got those U materials, I wouldn't have needed to buy all those weapons earlier. I could have just upgraded a few of them. Oh well. There's no need to. You've definitely earned it. Apologies for leaving all the work to you, but good luck with the investigation. Oh yeah, we told him about the investigation, didn't we? Yeah. Story-wise, it's not a good stopping point because, oh, who knows what's going to happen. But it leaves you interested. Don't you want to know what happens? Don't you want to know the thrilling conclusion? Who smashed the market stalls? Okay, well, we kind of know who smashed the market stalls. And, like, why. But you still got to see how it wraps up. Don't you? Well, luckily, tomorrow we'll be back. More Trails of Cold Steel.